Hello everyone, good evening guys, and welcome to the YouTube channel of PRATHAM Test Prep. Myself JEE Sharma, here we are with yet another current affairs session wherein we'll cover the current affairs from the 22nd of September to the 24th of September. So I hope you guys are doing absolutely fine, and if you're new over here on this PRATHAM Test Prep's YouTube channel, so I welcome you all again. Take a moment, hit that subscribe button, because trust me, you are missing out to a lot of informative content which is specifically curated for undergraduate entrances from all spheres like law, management, hotel management, mass communication, psychology, economics, etc. for multiple universities. So yes, without wasting too much of time, let's quickly see the first news of the day. But before that, let me just quickly tell you that these current affairs episodes are a part of a series known as Current Affairs SAMVAD. Now, this particular series, we go live on every Monday and Friday at 8:30 p.m. So you can book your slots over there every Monday, Friday, 8:30 p.m. for these current affairs SAMVAD episodes. And without wasting too much of time, let's quickly see the first news of the day. But before that, let's see what is the quote for the day. The quote for today is: your positive action combined with positive thinking results in success, which is actually true. Our action should be positive, our mental state should be positive in order to get good results. Alright, so without wasting too much of time now, let's quickly see the first news of the day that we have is about the Booker Prize. Right, this particular news is from the category Awards and Honors. So the news is about Chetna Maru's novel, which is The Western Lane. Now this particular novel has been shortlisted for the International Booker Prize 2023. Yes, Chetna Maru, she is an Indian origin author, and her book, her novel, which was her debut novel, named as Western Lane, has been actually shortlisted for that. Right now, on 26th of November, it will be announced that who has won this International Booker Prize award. But the name of Chetna Maru's novel is The Western Lane. Right, it is a story of an 11-year-old girl. She is also an Indian origin girl, a British Gujarati girl. The name of the girl was Gopi, and her bonds with the family, right, and how the challenges the family faced, right, when they had an immigrant father, right, and also he had to raise the family as a single parent. So the book is all about that. Now quickly just tell you that International Booker Prize is actually a literary award, as it is pretty much clear from its name, and this award is hosted in the UK. Okay, now Chetna Maru is not the only Indian or Indian origin person or author who has won this. Initially, it was Gitanjali Shree. So Gitanjali Shree was actually the first Indian author to win this International Booker Prize. So Gitanjali Shree's book was known as The Tomb of Sand. That was an English translation of it, right? The English translation was done by Daisy Rockwell, but the actual name of the book was Red Samadhi. Right, so that was the first Indian to win the International Booker Prize, Gitanjali Shree. The name of the novel was Red Samadhi, and the translation was done by Daisy Rockwell, and the name of the English translation was Tomb of the Sand. Alright, now in the year 2022, Shihan Karunatilaka is actually a Sri Lankan author, and he has been given the honor for the International Booker Prize, and the name of the book was The Seven Moons of Mali Almeida. Right, so the winner receives $50,000 and $2,500 for each, right, for each shortlisted authors as well. Alright, so this is about the prize money. Now moving further, we have the next news, which is about the Global Skills Summit 2023. Now this Global Skills Summit, as we all know, was conducted in New Delhi. In New Delhi, this particular summit was conducted, and this was actually the 15th edition of it, right? That was the 14th edition of it, of the Global Skills Summit, which is conducted in New Delhi. Now, why this summit was conducted? Basically empowering the youth, creating a futuristic environment, building skill set of the youth. That was actually the agenda of these global skills summit that had happened, right? Now, what was actually the main focus? The main focus was creating an entire roadmap for high quality industry-led skilling ecosystem in India. All right. Now, what was the theme? The theme was actually about the education, from education to employment for young India. So there was this particular report that I was reading today, and that report said that 42%, right, 42% of the Indians above 42% of the Indians who are under the age of 25, the graduates who are under the age of 25 are still unemployed, right? So this particular summit, the Global Skills Summit, actually focused on the role of industry and how industries are important in actually shaping the different aspects from education to employment for the youth of a country, for the young India. All right. Now, who addressed the summit? The summit was actually addressed by the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship Secretary, and the name of the person is Mr. Atul Kumar Tiwari. Now, you should be aware that who is the Union Minister for Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. It is Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan. Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan also happens to be the Education Minister of our country. Alright, so that happened, the Global Skills Summit 2023 in New Delhi. Okay, now moving further, we have the next news of the day, that is about world's freest economy, right? World freest economy we have, and this is actually Singapore has surpassed Hong Kong. Yes, Singapore has been surpassed by Hong Kong, and this is a particular report that was this index was actually was there in a report known as the Fraser Institute report. Now, Fraser Institute report is actually released by Fraser Institute, right? It is a Canadian think tank, and it has been released by the Fraser Institute. Singapore has surpassed Hong Kong. All right. Now, Hong Kong has slipped onto the second place basically, and this has happened for the first time since this particular report, since this particular index was launched, right? So what is this freest economy? Freest economy is actually on the basis of economic freedom, right? It is on the basis of economic freedom on different factors. They have how easily international trade is done, right? How business friendly policies a country has for investors, for entrepreneurs, right? Is a place an attractive destination for investors to invest in, for entrepreneurs to put their money in. So this is how there are several factors, and this is how this index actually assesses the economic freedom, right? It includes the ease of international trade, Singapore's business policies, and all these things. Now, as I've already told you that this has happened for the very first time, that the economic freedom, since this economic freedom index has started since 1970, this is for the very first time that Hong Kong has slipped on to the second place. Okay, Hong Kong continued to make its made its number one place since 1970, but 2023 was the first time that Hong Kong slipped on to rank 2 and Singapore became rank 1. Alright, now if I have to tell you about the top 5 freest economy, okay, top 5 freest economy, we have Singapore, we have Hong Kong, we have Switzerland, on number 4 we have New Zealand, and number 5 we have the United States. So this is how the freest economy of the world is. Alright, I hope this particular thing is clear to everybody. Now, moving on to the next news of the day, we have 2023 Norman Borlaug Field Award. Now, very important. Who is Norman Borlaug? Now, we know that Norman Borlaug is related to Green Revolution. He is also known as the father of Green Revolution, right? Now, if the question comes father of Green Revolution in India, in that case the answer will be M.S. Swaminathan, right? M.S. Swaminathan worked for Green Revolution in India, but actually it was Mr. Norman E. Borlaug who started such kind of a revolution. He is known as the father of Green Revolution, or you can say he is also often referred to as the chief architect of Green Revolution. He has been given the Nobel Prize for the same as well. So Norman Borlaug Field Award, there is this particular award which was given, and this year this award was given to Dr. Swati Nayak. Dr. Swati Nayak has been selected for the Norman Borlaug Field Award 2023. Now, she is a scientist, an Indian scientist, and she is the scientist in IRRI, which is International Rice Research Institute, and she will actually receive this in October. In the US, she'll actually receive it, but Dr. Swati Nayak has been awarded. Why? Because she had a very innovative approach. She engaged small farmers, the farmers who had small pieces of land. She engaged those smallholders farmers right in the demand rice seed system, demand driven rice seed system, and via that she had a very innovative approach for this in the field of agriculture, right? And since she is actually a scientist in the International Rice Research Institute, she was working with the rice seed system only. Alright, so Swati Nayak has been awarded for that. Right, now coming back to Norman Borlaug, Mr. Norman Borlaug award is actually given to scientists who are under 40. Scientists who are under 40 years of age and who works in the field of food and nutrition, right, and hunger eradication. These are the domains in which which are actually considered for this Norman Borlaug award. As I've already told you that it is given in the memory of Nobel awardee and Green Revolution's chief architect Dr. Norman Borlaug, and the cash prize is $10,000, right, and it is given by the World Food Prize Foundation. I hope this is clear to everybody. Now moving further to the next news, we have India's first MotoGP. Yes, we have, India has hosted the first ever MotoGP Bharat, right, from September 22 to September 24th, and that happened in Greater Noida, Uttar Pradesh. We know that we have a world-class international circuit constructed in Greater Noida, Uttar Pradesh, which is known as the Buddha International Circuit. Yes, if you see, Buddha International Circuit is there in Greater Noida, and in that the first edition, the first time India has ever conducted a MotoGP Bharat, and that had happened in September, just 2-3 days back, from September 22 to 24. That was the first edition. Title sponsor was Indian Oil. Now we know what MotoGP is. MotoGP is actually a motorcycle racing event, right? Now it is one of the motorcycle racing events. Grand Prix motorcycle racing is actually the highest class of motorcycle racing event that we know. India's first MotoGP was conducted during this duration in Greater Noida, Uttar Pradesh, right? And if you have seen the images that surfaced online, Yogi Ji was also there, and a lot of other delegates were also there in this particular event, right? This event was actually hosted by FIM, which is the Federation International de Motorcyclism, and the title sponsor or the first edition was Indian Oil. Alright, and the Drona Sports, they have received this license, Fair Street Sport, for actually getting the right to organize races in India, and they have given the license for 7 years till 2029. I hope this is clear. Now moving further to the last news of the day, we have PM Modi laid the foundation stone of International Cricket Stadium in Varanasi. So yes, the first international cricket stadium in Varanasi, the foundation stone has been laid by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in UP again, and this will actually, showcase the rich heritage which is related to Lord Shiva. Even the roof will be in the form of a crescent, right, that crowns Lord Shiva, and the floodlights will be in trident shape, as you can see in the image over here as well. The stadium will get completed in the year 2025. This year the foundation stone has been laid, right? And with this we have covered all the important news that had happened from the 22nd of September to the 24th of September. Thank you so much guys for staying tuned. Subscribe to Pratham Test Prep's channel if you haven't done already. Give this video a thumbs up. Do give this video a big like, and yes, I shall be seeing you super soon in the next video session, that is on Friday. Till then, take care guys. Bye bye. See you on Friday at 8:30 p.m.